Welcome. Welcome to Miss Annie's shared space presentation. I am Ya Elohim, and I am so grateful and glad to have you here today. Thank you so much for coming. How do you go to the next slide? So, what we want to talk about today, I will hope to take up probably no more than 30 minutes of your time, is a self-help and property investment opportunity in the Bahamas. We can build equity while we enjoy up to 70 days per year of self-help amenities. We want to learn to leverage our resources by working with each other and we're working within our communities, our family, our extended family to achieve more. People do it all over the planet. We have done it for generations. This is just another opportunity for us to leverage our resources. So, what's a space share? A space share is like a timeshare, except there's more time, flexibility, and economic profit that you are able to experience in the space share. We'll start by looking at a timeshare so we have a basis of comparison. A typical timeshare is a purchase of real property in which you share with others the payment for and access to it. Just as with any vacation rental, these others are likely people that you don't know or you may not really be in your sphere of influence. The typical timeshare in the Bahamas costs $10,000 to $24,000 per year, plus fees, usually around $1,500. The typical timeshare gives you, and we're calculating on the median fee, 1 week, that's 7 days and 6 nights per year for your investment at a cost of $2,358 per night. In the space share, we're talking about a private invitation only membership. The residents of the space share choose the families or people that the space is shared with. The space share is inclusive because we share space with families that we already know or are part of our extended family or within our community. Everyone has their um, credibility based on being known within the family, extended family, or community. The advisory board is well known and respected community members that we would invite to the space as people we would love to share time with. And people have the knowledge, expertise, and life experience to contribute to this vision. Okay, so that's enough theory and philosophy. Let's look at the numbers. Let's do a financial comparison of timeshare versus space share. With a timeshare, you get 7 days per year, 6 nights with the timeshare. With a space share, you get approximately 70 nights with a year. So your annual cost of a timeshare vacation is $16,500. That's the $15,000 fee plus the $1,500 HOA fee. Doing the math to add this 16,500 and divide it uh, by the number of nights that you would stay, which is about 6 to 7, that's going to give you a cost of about $2,357 per night to access your timeshare based on your $16,500 that you put out. With a space share, you is an annual cost of 11 $10,000 plus 1,100 for the fee. So that 1,100 plus 10,000 equals 11,100. You take that $11,100 and divide it by the 70 nights by which you have access to the space, and that gives your rate at $158 per night, and what it will cost you for your 70 nights, which is actually pretty much on par with, and I didn't plan it, but it's pretty much on par with Eleuthera's bargain basement rental price per night. Further, in other places in Eleuthera. So um, we're looking at $2,357 per night for the timeshare versus $158 per night for the space share. But there are advantages to timeshare. Timeshares are available all over the world. Timeshare owners can often trade their timeshare for a different vacation for 7 days, pretty much anywhere on the planet. There are lots of opportunities for timeshare owners to get major discounts and pay much less. They just have to do their homework and research just like any other thing. You don't have to pay top price. Do a little research and you can find some good deals. A space share is one location that we have at this time. However, by 2025, we will most definitely have at least one other location, and I imagine others. As we explore this model, we looked at Travel Noir on online, and there's a whole market which I have not explored for Black travel. So, we intend to get ourselves engaged in that particular niche of the industry. But right now, the space share is at Miss Annie's. So we're talking about, and we've already said this, 15,000 annual timeshare fee plus 1,500 equals 16,500, but we really just wanted to slide with just numbers. So you take out the $1,500 deposit, that leaves $15,000, that you're basically paying equity into the project. 16,500 divided by 7 nights gives you 2357 per night per year. And then monthly fee, which is the mortgage, essentially is 1375. This is for a timeshare. Space share, $10,000 space share fee, $1,100 admin fee equals $11,100. Divide that by 70 nights per year gives you $159 per night to stay at the space share with a monthly mortgage of $800. Again, these numbers, they're negotiable. Some of them are changeable. Some of this is to get your feed forward, your reply, your insights into how this is, how this looks. So, but right now, that would be an $800 per month monthly fee, which is the mortgage, which is building equity in this property. So is the space share flexible? Because you have, I have a saying, it's this and that, extended family, our values are, is it like tunnel vision? Is it too um, rigid? And we would say no. It's amenable to sublease. All we need is, just like any HOA, we would need to, see that person, meet that person ahead of time, and feel out their values. That is someone consistent. Like we said, we don't want to bring anybody who wants to roast a pig. We don't want to bring anybody who wants to get wasted on Modelo and fentanyl or whatever. And just like, we don't want anybody who's just running around in their bikini and whatever. There's certain values that we have. And so we want to make this space consistent with our values. So a money savvy family, though, might consider subleasing their space share to friends or family at a rate that will cover some or all of the yearly fees and contribute towards the upgrade of the property. The yearly fee, um, except the admin fee or the HOA fee, goes towards the equity on the property. And some people, are not money people. They're not looking for a deal. They're not looking for opportunity other than just to get away. And we have that also. If this is too complicated or you want to come, we're not asking anyone to make a decision right now because you really got to get boots on the ground. You got to get your feet on the earth there for to be, for the opportunity to get the insights of what's actually needed in this process. And anyway, I receive downloads, instructions, insights, inspirations, and great ideas that I get from being there. And there's no way I could sit anywhere else on the planet and get that. It's a boots on the ground, feet on the ground, connected with the earth, the grid, the magnetic grid, the energy grid of the earth in that particular location where I call Infinite Intelligence will then give you downloads and instructions on how to move forward with the project. So, if all that's too complicated, just come and stay. The typical rate is 75 to 100 per night, and the amenities that we're going to be talking about in a few minutes are not included, but you'll still have access to the amenities because we have them, and we are very happy to share. Tax liability. Ask your tax advisor. You need to have a good, if you're a business person or whatever, you need to have a really good and savvy tax advisor. So ask your tax advisor. So now let's talk about the site itself. This is North Eleuthera, the Bahamas. Excuse me. Oh wow, that's beautiful. You gotta send me that. Oh, that's beautiful. What a beautiful video. That's the Atlantic. I wish I could put that in. I'll figure out a way to put that in. Please excuse that I was just seeing a beautiful picture that we want to add to our presentation. Excuse the delay. Okay, so now let's talk about the space. Um, Miss Annie's on the Bluff is a hotel in northern Eleuthera, the Bahamas. I was trying to get the link to open the map, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So when you receive this, you should be able to click on the link and see the map of where Eleuthera is, where the bluff is, etc. I was working to get the coordinates, but I was not able to successfully get the coordinates. However, here's a map of flying into Eleuthera. You can fly into Eleuthera from Atlanta on Delta, Orlando on Silver, Fort Lauderdale on Silver, and Miami on United. You can also fly from Fort Lauderdale into Nassau and then take Pineapple Air, a local airline from Nassau into Eleuthera. However, if you want a direct flight, coming from Atlanta, it's Delta. Coming from Orlando, it's Silver. Coming from Fort Lauderdale is Silver, and Miami is United. This is the airport. Your destination airport is North Eleuthera, ELH, airport code. This is our location. This is Miss Annie's. This is a distant view from the front. The property is owned by Mr. Cecil Hilton. Mr. Hilton was born on this property and he still resides. He's a big part of Miss Annie's and he's a big part of the vision. Mr. Hilton gets to stay on the property as long as he chooses, even if he sells it. Okay, here's more This is from the rear, a view of the property with the two verandas. The lower veranda there to the right, that's where um, the one condo is. Next door is another condo, and then upstairs on that upper level there's two condos up there as well. Here's additional front and side views. Here's, that's great. I really want those because I have another one I want to do. So here's the same veranda view in the day and at sunset. It's south facing. So the verandas that we were just looking at, this is from that vantage point. And this is mid-afternoon and sunset of the same view. This is the dock. The dock is a short, very short drive and a short walk downhill. So you see behind me, behind the picture there, that's the Caribbean Sea. And um, these are visions of the dock. This is the restaurant that we talked about in previous conversations. There's a closed restaurant sitting right there on the dock with boat access. So we talked a lot about our vision in previous videos about this restaurant. This is just the local water. This is where Jota and I walk downhill early in the morning and take a dip. It's not a public beach. It's not a manicured beach. It's just a natural beach. Okay, so there's a lot of water travel involved. This is the dock where you can get the water taxi to Harbor. And that's the water taxi right there. I have some really better pictures of the water taxi, like people. I want to find those. So let's talk about the amenities. So we talked about juicers, and so there are juicers there. Green Star Juicer, Ninja cold press juicers there. The TMI Therapy Light, the acupuncture therapy light, the Vitamix or Blend Tech. All right, a bit there. And so the Cuisinart food processor, the spiralizer is there, the Thumper bodywork tool, and a massage table. Right. And all the cutlery and implements, tools that, knives, forks, spoons, etc., dishware, stainless steel or glass, pots and pans. And Eleuthera does have good water. So you can get local water at the shopping center, and there's just much more. We didn't talk about the natural amenities so much because we want you to come there and be with us, and we can show you some of the natural beauty and things that you just can't get in a video. There are challenges. Although the property is structurally sound and was built in 1942, there are some challenges with the property. And this is one of the reasons why we can offer it's for such a great deal, these opportunities to get 70 days a year in this property while you're building equity to purchase. So the plumbing, the hotel was built in the 40s, and it just basically needs an upgrade. The plumbing needs definitely repairing. The building has termites. The bathroom fixtures need repair and replacement. Retiling is necessary in both bathrooms. The pool and jacuzzi are in a state of disrepair, and it's just been for 2 years I've watched them try to fix it, and it's still not fixed. So our goal is to purchase and upgrade or demolish. But that is a different conversation and a different aspect of the project. If you're interested to know more about the purchase and upgrade, just drop me an email, or if it's a Zoom call or whatever, put it in the chat, and send me your email, and we will get in touch regarding the purchase aspect. What we're offering now is something that we could do right away, where people can come, make use of the space, the amenities, and then we can take it to the next level as we develop the project. The cost of repairs, the appraisal for the property, etc., are available to those who are interested in finding out more information about that. Just contact us. What's next? We are inviting you to join us at Miss Annie's 4 days and 3 nights, July 1st through August 31st. You pay your airfare and rental car, and we will cover your accommodations. We want you to experience some of the self-help amenities. We are inviting you to experience the untamed beauty of Eleuthera and beyond. We want you to experience the strengths and challenges of this project. What works and what doesn't work, what is a priority to repair, etc. We want you to see some of the upcoming work projects of Miss Annie's and beyond. Our goal is to enroll 5 families with a $500 good faith deposit during their visit. Once the balance on the initial deposit, which is $1,100, is paid, so that would be $600 more, the property is immediately available for space share. You can contact me. I'm Ya Elohim for more information. There's my email, youaresustainablecommunities@gmail.com. My phone number 404-281-3191. And in the Bahamas, 818-9526. Thank you so much for your time. 21 minutes.